Good morning. Good morning to Billy D. Good morning, Billy, the earliest chickadee. Good morning, and a Pearl and a JC, an exceptionally good morning, because Adam Price and Trent are here. Early birds. Good morning, especially a good morning. It's the end of the week if you care. Hey, be careful out there. Dando is here. JC is too. D. Anderson, he didn't go to the zoo, he came to the crew. Sandy is here, one till there is two. Sarah says hi, blows you a kiss, tells you don't miss. Nerdy's a smile. Good morning. Good morning, kitty cat, and some divine person. Only she knows she's divine, but the rest of us see it. Niffy, that's the mom. Good morning. Good morning to you. There wasn't Joe D. Deborah shines like a pearl. Do pearls shine? No, they kind of glow. Pearls more like obsolesce, or what's the word, Waz? What am I looking for? They're more opulent. No, that's an opal. No, I'm thinking opal. Pearls are cool. Pearls literally a natural opaque. No, not quite. Pearls. Think about how they're made. Starts out as an irritation to a living creature. And it turns out to be a pretty nice little bauble. Pretty nice little, that's it, Sarah, reflective. Perhaps that's it. Reflective and absorption. I think it absorbs light too. Yeah. Dan, great word. Shines like, wait a minute. No, kidneys. No, those are the worst thing in the whole world. If you've ever had to pass 3 on a road trip with your mom, had to pull over and spend a day in the hospital, get back on the road and keep taking her to Bellingham, Washington. No, you don't want one of those. 3 of those. But you stud drive through it. Road trip stones. I had to leave mom in a motel while I stayed at the hospital. Oh, those were the days. Made sure my mom was getting her bucket list finished. Well, never got it finished. We were working on her bucket list. CCS, that's right. Ew. Oh, I'm never going to think of them the same again, thanks to you. Who wants to see a genius? Oh, Bellingham's, I've got a cousin in Bellingham. I've been there, and it's beautiful. From Bellingham, you can just look straight over, and you can see Canada. You can see the mountains in Canada. Bellingham's really far north there. And it's actually a nice little town. She has a little acreage outside of town where they raise llamas. That's neat, Shine. My cousin has the llamas in Bellingham. They don't raise them, but they have a couple on their property. I think they're their goats. They use them for goats. There's a Bellingham Emmy. There's probably 100 Bellinghams Yeah. Actually, the llamas were, you don't want to, they were like nasty. They were mean. Spit at you and stuff. And you felt like you were dealing with camel or something. Okay, you guys ready to be geniuses this morning? Give me 5 people that said, I'd like to be a genius this morning. And one of the ways I get to be a genius is by watching other geniuses. So give me a couple of people. Give me a couple of people there that want to be a genius this morning. And what we'll do is watch other geniuses. That's very nice, nerdy. So are you. I wish I could do some of the things you do. You're a genius. Okay, you ready? Waz got the brain on. He's ready. Here we go. Okay. This is going to blow your mind.
A pinnacle moment for a top craftsman who has created the most movie-accurate Iron Man suit to date, earning him the title of the real-life Tony Stark among countless fans. His name is Alex, and his journey to this achievement has spanned nearly 6 years. While he couldn't build a true ARC
Look at this
reactor,
guy's
he
shop,
handcrafted a hydrogen reactor as a substitute. Notably, this is currently the world's only personal hydrogen reactor. With the hydrogen reactor in place, Alex was able to develop the suit's jet thrusters and cutters on the arm through plasma propulsion and hydrogen combustion testing. This part of the project took the most time and effort. To allow the suit's limbs to be controlled by the reactor, he built an aluminum steel framework equipped with muscle sensors. These sensors detect muscle movements and use a pneumatic system to control the suit. The pneumatics are powered by the high-pressure hydrogen from the reactor.
I can't believe
effectively mirroring Tony Stark's approach by using a single-core reactor to control all aspects of the suit. The suit's development is ongoing, with Alex integrating 3D printing, carbon fiber, and electroplating technology.
That's the part that blows my mind, is how he's creating the suit with this electroplating. I just paused us. It doesn't have much left. That's the part where I was thinking to myself, who's machining these parts? Who's doing this? You know, for him, us collaborative with some amazing machine. He literally, this guy is something else. He's literally got to come up with complete concepts and complete machine shops and complete fabrications and everything for this whole thing. Yeah, mind-boggling. Is Michael Allen here this morning? I like following genius by genius. When you see a genius, you like to look at another genius. So, I know, Deborah. I wonder if there's like a grant or a fund. I wonder if he's like, you know what I'm saying? Or he's being backed up. Either that or he's a trust fund baby. Or, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's putting money behind it. A research grant. Michael Allen. Is Michael Allen here? Did that come from you, Penny? That wasn't stupid. Don't say you send stupid stuff. Please don't say that. Say you send Pops interesting stuff. Okay? I'll wait till you fix that. Michael Allen. I don't see him here. Is Michael Allen here? There you go, Penny Girl. Michael Allen, are you here? Well, Michael, you'll be watching the show later. We're going to show that we follow up one genius with another. I'm going to wait till Michael gets here before I show you Michael's video. Okay? He usually comes at about 9:30. Let's say he comes at about 9:30. Okay? Oh, that's okay, Pen. Good morning, everybody. I want to show you guys. We just saw Iron Man Genius. Wait till you see Michael Allen Genius. Okay? When somebody sees Michael Allen here this morning, give me a hoot, give me a holler, so I know he's here. Okay? Give me a hoot, give me a holler. How about this? This is going to be our class for today a little bit. We're going to learn a little about what is a phile. if the word phile is used at the end of a word. phile, the suffix. Prefix is that little thing we put at the beginning, like impeccable, im. That's the prefix. Suffix. Okay, nerd lover, that's very, very good. Nerdy, that's very good. Addict is good too. Both of those, very good. A phile is somebody that is, let's do this. It's almost an obsession. A phile is close to an obsession. Not quite, but it's the thing you really like. And it comes from the Greek. Well, here it says philean, which means to love. So who said love? Was that you, Nerdy? Okay. The word phile comes from the ancient Greek word meaning to love. There's a lot of words there's a lot of weird words out there that talk about what you love. I'll give you an example. What's an anthophile? What's an anthophile? A-N-T-H-O, phile. You're an anthophile. What are you? You're in love with anteaters? Sounds like somebody in love with anteaters. What's an anthophile? Don't look it up. Let's guess. Don't look it up. Either you know or you don't know. Jesus Christ. I didn't say antler file. Okay? Adam said there must be history. An anthophile. Okay, I'm challenging brains this morning, philemons. An anthophile is someone who loves flowers. Flowers. Someone who appreciates flowers. Someone who relishes flowers. Do you always send them to a sick friend or a partner? Do you just collect them for your own anniversary? You're an anthophile. Okay. How about an arctophile? How about you're an arctophile? Arcto. A-R-C-T-O file. What's an arctophile? Besides being a goofball, wait till you find out what an arctophile does. You know what an arctophile? A person who collects or is very fond of teddy bears. Teddy bears. You guys are hilarious. Fire? No. An arctophile. A lot of children growing up love teddy bears. Some continue to love them into their adulthood, and it never wears off. If you're one of these, you're an arctophile. This one's going to be easy. I'm going to give you guys a break. Those were two tough ones. Let me give you an easy one. What's an astrophile? What's an astrophile? Come on. This is an easy one. Astrophile. Come on. You're not having a hard time. Space, pretty good. Space, close. Close. Space, we'll give it to space. But technically it's stars, Sarah. It's stars. Yep. An astrophile is somebody who loves stars and astronomy. They like going out at night and staring up at the stars. Personally, I thought I was a guy that liked the Jetsons. I thought somebody that studied all of the episodes of the Jetsons, but I was wrong. Okay? How about, do you guys like these? Do you want to do a couple more files? Can I throw a couple more files at you because you feel like you're learning? Okay. Oh, I know. Cleany Astro was my guy. That's why I thought he was the guy. Can I throw a couple more? Where'd Pops come up with this idea to teach the class? Let's throw a couple more files at people. Okay? And admit it if one of these is you. Except don't admit, like if you're the arctophile teddy bear, it's okay if you keep that one to yourself, Cleanie. Cleanie. It's okay. Ava knows, but don't worry about it. Okay? What about a chianophile? A chianophile. Somebody tell me what a chianophile is, please. What's a chianophile? You don't know, so I'm going to tell you. It's a person. Matrix Walker. I didn't say Keanu. He said Keanu. I love me some Keanu. He's one of the worst actors that ever lived. I love that guy. Oh, JC, you got me. Oh, I did. You're right. That's what it is. It's somebody that likes Keanu Reeves. Moving on. It is not a Keanu. I know, he made some of the worst movies. Oh, he's just dead-faced actor. He and Nicolas Cage, how'd they get into the business? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't like Nicolas, but I do like Keanu. Okay? It's Chianophile, Chiono file. Has nothing to do with The Matrix. Okay? I loved Bill and Ted Was. They're so ridiculous. Okay? That's you and me, actually. What about the Was and Pops? Give me 5 people that want to see a Was and Pops movie. If you guys saw us together at Mush Fest, we were making the first scenes of the movie right there. Okay, we were already making all we needed to do was throw a Blues Brothers road trip in there. Just throw a well, you know what I'm talking about, Was. We go on a road trip to Joliet or something like that. Oh, have a couple of other kids behind us in the smoking van. You know, the Snoop table will be set up in the van that's following us. You know, nerdy driving. No, a chianophile is a person who loves cold weather and snow. All right, Sandy, we'll pick them up. Dude, where's my scooter? What stupid movies? And they make a grown human laugh. Good morning, Kim. Kim, we missed you yesterday. We did a resonance. We did cymatics yesterday. Chianophile, you like to be cold. You like snow. Winter is your favorite season. You feel fresh and a sense of alive when you see snow. How about a cinephile? A cinephile. That's you, Penny? A cinephile, a C-I-N-E. What's a... Me too, nerdy. I can't do... worst part of Michigan. There you go, Jonathan K. Jonathan K's all over it. A movie lover, Paige. Paige was just that much slower than Jonathan this morning. A cinephile is someone who loves movies. They sit around and consume cinema like their favorite food. Never stopping. Loving old movies, new movies, any movies. Okay, all right. How about this one? A dendrophile. Dendro. D-E-N-D-R-O. File. Dendro. Are you, Jonathan K? I like old movies, but I'm not like Wiggy. Dendrophile. Dendrophile. What's a dendrophile? A tree hugger. Paige is again. Paige. Paige is in the game. Kimberly's in the game. Nerdy's in the game. A dendrophile has nothing to do with your teeth. Has nothing to do with dandruff on top of your head. Neither one. You're not loving dandruff. You're loving trees. You're loving forest. You love to be in the trees. You are a tree hugger. How about an ergophile? Ergophile. How about an ergophile? Nerdy, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. How about an ERGO file? What's an ergophile? Huh? Talk to me, ergophiliacs. Ooh, that was a good one. What's an ergophile? Ergo, you go. Somebody with a huge ego. No, Penny. No, no, no. Somebody that loves themselves. No. Has nothing to do with. No. What is it when something's ergonomic? What is it when something's ergonomic? When you design something to be ergonomic, easier to work with, right? An ergophile, a workaholic, somebody that loves to work. Work, 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 work. I don't just do 9 to 5. I am an ergophile. Give me some more work. Yeah. How about that one? How about this is an easy one. This should be very easy, especially if you like camping. Okay? Nerdy. Penny, that's him. But I mean, they love it. They're driven by, hey, I just got to be busy out of work, work, work. And, you don't have to turn that guy off. That's always, everyone's impeccable. Well, this one, if you're into camping, you'll understand this one. What's a logophile? A logophile, Logo file. Logo file, logophile. What's a logophile? Talk to me, logophilians. Where's the logophiles around here? Somebody who loves logs. Scrazzy, you fell for it. You fell for it. You totally fell for it. Paige is again on top of the game. Words, logos, Greek for words. Words, 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 words. Logos is logo, which is very interesting if you think about it. Don't we build things with our words? Logs, logos, Lincoln logos, right? There we go. Logos phile means a person who loves words, a word lover. I'm a full-on word lover. I love words. I love words. And I love to, like we just did with Penny, we just fix them, we craft them, we twist them, and we correct them, and we make people's lives better because of the way we use them. Logophiles. How about let's go in a different direction, but we're still in the L's. How about a ligophile? An LYGO file. You're an LYGO guy. Ligophile. What are you doing? What are you doing, you ligophile? Where are you? What are you up to? What in the heck is that ligophile doing? You can't spot a ligophile. They're hard to see. Take my word for it. Why is a ligophile hard to find? No, they're not lazy. No. They're just hard to see. They're not somebody that loves Legos. No. They're a person who loves shades and darkness. They like to hide in the darkness, Paige. Ligophile comes from the Greek word which means twilight. And I love philo. It's somebody that loves to hide in dark and gloomy. It's Neo-Simplex. It's Batman. You have a hard time spotting ligophiles, but they like it that way. Okay? Leave them alone. How about this one? Exanthophile. You're an exanthophile. An Xantho. Exanthophile. Yeah, Paige, that's exactly right. But what if you're an exanthophile? What in the heck are you doing, Exanthi? What? Let me just ask, what are you wearing? What are you doing? What are you wearing? How come? Why are you painting your house that color? What's going on, Exantho? Exanthophile. Xanthophile is a person who loves the color yellow. They wear yellow clothes. They drive yellow cars. They paint their house yellow. They have yellow cats. They wear, they drink out of yellow teacups. You're an xanthophile if you own a lot of stuff that's yellow. Well, okay. A little awkward. I wonder if they have one of those for every color. They must have a file for every color, huh, Paige? Paige would know. Do they have a file for every color? Okay, I thought that was fun. Let's try this. I thought that was fun. Give me 5 people. We flew through that too. That was great. Give me 5 people that thought that was fun. I'm waiting. We learned a lot there. We ran through the phile very, very nicely. There was a list. We just did about 14 of them. 12. All right, 8. How about this one? How about this one? This one's going to assume you know what it is. This one's going to assume you know what it is. Okay, there you go. Paige, knock it off, you smarty pants. I think I'm a veridiophile lover of green. You're so cute. You're a smart girl. I like smart people. I like all people. Because we're all smart in our own way. Excuse me. This one, you're already going to know what it is. Your challenge on this one is, who's the most famous person you know, that you personally know, that is one of these? Okay, you ready? You ready? The most famous person you personally know, even if it's virtually, that's one of these. A wiener file. Kevin Bacon. Six steps removed from Kevin Bacon. Who do you guys know that's a wiener file? I'm obsessed with wiener dogs, with hot dogs. I can't decide. Sometimes I don't know, do I call him a Frankfurter? Do I call it a hot dog? All along, I've just decided I'm going wiener, okay? So it's me. Matthew, you're out of line. You don't know him. You don't know him at all. So don't even throw him in there, okay? It has to be somebody that you know, okay? Somebody whose couch you slept on. Anyways, most of you don't know someone that loves wieners more than me. Most of you don't. All right? Let me ask you this. What did the elephant say to the naked man? What did the elephant say to the naked man? He said, I have no idea how you breathe through that thing. I guess some guys can breathe better than others, Pacers. I know, Oz. I have sets on them. I made them. They're the food for the crew. They're the crew food. Okay. All right then. All right then. How about this one? Oh God. Here we go. Okay. A pirate walks into the doctor's office. Okay. Pirate's walking in. Pirate, Doc, you got to help me. My ship's steering wheel is stuck to my crotch. Doctor said, so what's the problem? He said, Doc, it's driving me nuts. I'm stirring the shit, man. Oh, okay, all right, Deborah. That was not good. All right. All right. Say you're a wiener. Let's just pretend for a moment, put your head in the mind space of a wiener. You're a wiener. And you have parents. Your parents just gave you a nice gift. What do you say? What's Wiener say when he wants to appreciate a gift from his parent? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. Okay, you guys aren't getting it. I'm not getting enough laughter out there. How about this one? Thank you very much, Derek. How about this one? How does a wiener go camping? When you're a wiener phile, you know these. I already knew them before I read them out loud. When you're a wiener, how do you go camping? Think about it. Think about it. You probably don't want to get too close to the fireplace. Okay? Think about it. Every wiener I've ever known that's gone camping has gone in a wiener bago. Frank, slow down. Okay? Okay, they take wiener bagos. All right? Okay? All right. One more thing. One more. There was a race. Over at the end of the finish line, there's a banana. The banana's crying. He's crying, the banana. You ask the banana, why you crying? I lost the race to the eventual wiener. Okay. You guys are done with those. I get it. I see. Okay. All right, no more wiener jokes. Say, Pops, tell us about 5 more jokes. Tell me about, let's get back to race jokes. What do sprinters eat before they race? Nothing. They're fast. They fast. Okay. How about a fly? What do you call a fly without wings? What do you call a fly without wings? Well, you would simply call it a walk. You got it, Bill. That's exactly what happens when you witness a shipwreck. You're going to witness a shipwreck. What happens? You let it sink in. What's a clock do when it's hungry? It goes back 4 seconds. What do you call a belt? What do you call a belt that's made up of watches? The whole belt is made up of watches. What do you call that? I call it a waste of time. Queenie, Queenie, you gotta make me stop it right now. Is anybody gonna make me stop it? Kimberly's watching your waist. Waz, are you gonna make me stop it? What's the best way to carve wood? What's the best way? Whittle by whittle. All right. Now you're a teacher. Teacher, what the teacher do with the students' report on cheese? She graded it. I see what they're doing there. Remember you astrophiles? Remember astrophiles out there? Do you guys like that? Astrophiles. What do astrophiles, I mean astronomers, how do you organize, if you're an astrophile, how do you organize a party? How do you organize a party? You plan it. You ever been to a circus? Ever been to a circus? The action, it's intense. Intense. Big tops. I'm not even going to try to explain these to you guys. Okay? I'm not going to try to explain it to you. What do you call a pony? What do you call a pony with a sore throat? What do you call him? You call it a little horse. I'm not doing another one. I'm not. Excuse me. Okay. I will. I'll do one more. I'll do my last one. All right? We're back to dogs. This isn't a hot dog, but this is a Snoop Dogg. Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? Faux dizzle. Faux drizzle. What? Oh, I get it. Faux drizzle. Does he still faux drizzle? Do they still do that? Do they still do the drizzly whistly stuff? Do they still help me out here? Come on, they stopped that in the 90s. No? Okay, well that one was my worst. Okay, faux shizzle, that's what it is. That's what it is, it's faux shizzle, and then this was, I get the trick. It was drizzle, shizzle, drizzle, drizzly, shrizzly. Got it. Man, that's funny stuff. Good morning, you guys. Are you laughing? Are you guys laughing? Look how much you learned this morning. You learned all about phile stuff, and then you got to hear the worst jokes in the world. Now I'm going to do a couple more things. Okay, just a couple more. You know the saying A-OK? And the OK sign, A-OK. Let's just go with A-OK. We can credit NASA for many things, such as shoe insoles, ear thermometers, water filters, just to name a few. You can add the term A-OK to the list. NASA engineers used to use the supersized version of OK to make sure the situation could be heard over radio static. After astronaut Alan Shepard became the first American in space in 1961, a NASA spokesperson told journalists that Shepard had called everything on the voyage A-OK. That was about the first time it was ever actually used that way. Like A-OK was the best okay. And after Shepard used it like that, it became a NASA term. And NASA still uses it to this day to denote the topmost level of readiness or okay. A-OK. Okay? I'm gonna do a couple more. One more. A flowery welcome. Do you ever wonder why, what's going on with Hawaiians and why do they wear leis? What's this whole lei business? A sign of both love and friendship, the orchid festooned necklace, known as a lei, L-E-I, is a Hawaiian staple. It's a Polynesian custom that migrated to the islands from Tahiti. They were originally people's bones. Then they became seashells, and now they're flower petals. That's a good one, Herbie. One more. I'm going to give you one more. Anybody ever hitchhiked? Back in the day, it was like we felt safe. 70s, even into the early 80s. And then all of a sudden, all your crazy movies, your Friday the 13th started coming and all that. And we're like, oh! And then you would hitchhike and nobody would pick you up. It became like a terrible way to get around. But in the 70s, 80s, I wasn't there for the 60 part of it. I used to hitchhike a lot. Seriously, and it was cool. I used to pick up hitchhikers. If they looked even halfway reasonable, they didn't have an axe with them, I would pick up hitchhikers, not because I knew I had been one. Hitchhiking was really a socially illicit. Do you really? Be careful. I actually enjoyed it too. And I'm a little bit of a loner guy, and I didn't want to talk a lot, but it was a great way to get around. Safe. I mean, I shouldn't say safe. I never was even a touch of worried. So I never had a bad energy situation. But hitchhiking used to be a big deal. Now, hitchhiking is like, it isn't probably very safe at all. There's a history to hitchhiking. But besides, I'm not going to get into the whole history of hitchhiking. A popular expression for why hitchhikers use the thumbs up. Do you ever wonder, why do we stick our thumb up? To let someone know we need a ride. Where'd the thumb up come from? Usually thumbs up means like, good job. Hey, you did a great job. Hey, you're doing a great job driving right by me. Thanks a lot. What's that all about? Nerdy? I always kind of wondered that too. Hey, good job. You keep going right by me, buddy. Wait, no, that's not what it means. A popular reason comes from the nautically influenced verb to hitch. In the boating world, the term means fastening with a hook. Later, using a similar definition, a hitch was applied as the connector between a horse and the wagon. And it had a little hitching post that stuck up like this on the wagon that you would attach the horse's ropes to. That connector. Some say that thumbs up is symbolic of the connector on the front end of the trailer to connect a horse to it. So you're the trailer sitting around with your thumb up, your connector, and you're waiting for a horse to come by and connect to you. I can believe that. That's pretty, yeah, I'm going with that one. I'm going to go with that one. I think that's better than, hey, great job. More like, hey, would you come connect up to this thing? Pfft, get me out of here. Interesting factoid of the day. You're welcome. Let's do a, yeah, I mean, most things that have to get connected to and pulled out have some kind of a thing sticking up like that, right? Some kind of a thumb hitch. Yeah, you're a thumb hitch. And, you know, it actually makes total sense. But whoever thought of that before? Give me 5 people that knew that. Come on. Besides Paige. No, I'm teasing Paige. Let's do our book. At the end of today's show, allow me to give away $7 gift to somebody. Okay? I'm going to give away a $7 gift to somebody here that hasn't received anything from me in quite a while. You're going to get a 7-grammer. We've got a nice, the drawing isn't done, but we're almost caught up from resetting the grow house. So you guys check out my IG page. I'm trying to wow you all. But at the same time, you know why I'm really been slow on IG? I'm not mad at them because I'm not going to experience that emotion towards them. But I'm not going to invest a lot of my energy onto that page like I have been. 5, 8, 7 posts a day and keep things going, and people, the site is seriously shadow banning me. And so what that really means is they'll leech everything they need from me and the things I can bring to the table, but they're not giving me an opportunity to expand. They haven't given, I mean, literally, I've been stuck on 1,050 followers for months. And people are joining. It's just some weird algorithmic game they're playing. And I feel like I'm playing into it not to my benefit. So I'm feeling like putting my energy places that are going to redound to a bigger benefit. You know, right now it's just, I don't know, it turns out, anyways, I'm not trying to give my personal opinion on any of it. I thank all of the platforms for everything that they make available because it's better than nothing. But you'll see me much slower on IG and not posting much that they could. I mean, are you going to delete me because I show a picture of a model I made? So, and AI is not helping, Kim. You're right. It's actually going to really cause, at the end of the day, probably more harm than good on those kind of platforms in this kind of environment. So, anyways, you know, I never give up. I never want to quit anything, and I'm not. But after 3 years of pouring your energy into a resource and you have to start connecting the dots, right? And just, I'll put in as much energy as I get back. And I don't mean from the participants. You guys have been so kind, and you're always good. You're always liking. We're always saying good things. I try to respond. It's not at the community level. Any of this is happening. It's somewhere further along, and they have flagged my account for a long time. And again, it's probably not even personal. It's some button pusher pushed a button months and years ago, and it is what it is. Yeah, Sandy's got a great Discord community going over there. Reach out to Sandman, find out how to join that community. Anyways, IG has, they are extremely hard for me to break through. I can't go live. I can't, nobody that isn't already a follower on my account sees any of my new stuff. So it's not like I can expand. I could put out there, hey, come watch T and draw in more followers. None of that is available. So I have a limited audience of the same people get to see the same stuff every day. And that's what they've set up. So that's how they've used their word against Not against me, but that's how they're using their word. That's the decisions that they're at their level that they've made. It isn't against me. We were talking yesterday about the use and misuse of our word, the power of our word. And a couple of times this week, I've gotten carried away about the community in Springfield, Ohio. Again, it's never been from a political point of view. It's been from a power of the word point of view. I want to be clear about that. I don't think any political party is any better than any other. I don't see any of them looking around and saying, I'm going to teach my followers kindness. I'm going to be an example of purity and kindness, and let the chips fall where they may. I think there probably isn't a lot of that, because maybe there wouldn't be a lot of people giving them millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that then they turn around and put on TV, burn it up like that fast. How many millions of people in the world could eat if we didn't have those commercials? Either one. Take all that money. You're not changing my mind with any of those commercials. You're not. Very, very few people are going, oh, that's the one right there. Now it's it. I'm going into the booth and I'm voting for the other guy. That's not what happens. It's their one negative word is flying out against the other guy's negative word. And then what happens is they're polluting everything with negative words. Have you ever seen, when was the last time you saw a positive campaign message? There's just pure hope, pure beauty, pure leadership. Leadership is what? Leaders nowadays think that they're elected so we can serve them. It's always been the other way around. It's always been the other way around. The word minister alone, if you're the minister, most ministers are wearing that little white square thing, and they think, man, they are it. Everybody's looking at them. It's the other way around. You're the foot washer. You are willing, your soul, your nature needs to wash people's feet to feel complete. You're a servant. Servant leadership. You don't just wash feet, you learn stuff so you can teach them. You're not learning it so you can be the big shot in the room having all the knowledge and you're learning it so you can help other people learn and spark some kind of a little idea of creativity. And they go off and they start voyage of self-discovery and they ripple because of your leadership by serving them. You're serving them all the time. When I'm sitting around reading my books and I'm reading it, I run across articles, it's always what's my mind. It's always in my mind. Can I grab some of this and serve it to somebody? Will this do someone some good? Well, learning about philes, different things we love, they're just the words. Will we learn? Well, let's spend some time learning it ourselves. Then we regurgitate it. That's servant leadership. That's how and it's how we will use our words. We use our words for those things, not use our words to tear the other person down. Not to use our words to talk about how wonderful we are. Narcissistically so. And here's the saddest part. We have children watching everything that all this stuff's going on. I was a child. I was watching people like Ronald Reagan. I'm not going to tell you Reagan was the greatest guy going. He wasn't. I'm not even going to tell you I agreed with half his policies. I didn't. But there was some servant leadership there. I watched it. I grew up in his state. He didn't need it. He was a millionaire. And he didn't make it about Ronnie. That's how come we still think about what, it's a good guy. Look at Jimmy Carter. Oh my God, how could I not think of Jimmy Carter is going to be 100 years old next week? God bless him. 100 years old. From the moment well before he got in, he started out his career in the Navy serving us. He came out of the Naval Academy. He was a servant to the United States. That's servant leadership. Not a heck of a great president, historically. That isn't what we care about. How many homes did he build? Habitats for the homeless. He was out there actually hammering the nail after he got off the phone and got the $1 million donations. His wife, too, Rosalind. I mean, they're American saints. And why are they American saints to me? Because you never heard them talk crap about other people. You never heard them put other people down. You never saw anything but fruit of goodness and kindness coming from them. I don't know what that's just me in the nosebleeds of their life watching. But if they were serving, to this day I personally feel served by Jimmy Carter. My God, what a legacy. Compare that to the people we're working with today. And you know how Jimmy did it? You know how Jimmy did it different? I just said it. I've been so political this week. I guess it's this season. I'm not trying to be political. This has nothing to do with Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green, Pink, nothing. It has to do with our leaders. And we're choosing them. We choose them. Misuse of the word is how we pull each other down and keep each other in a state of fear and doubt. Page 34. The word is the magic that humans possess, and the misuse of the word is negative magic. All this time we use our magic and we don't even know it. The book gives a couple of examples. There was a woman, for example, who was intelligent. She had a good heart. She had a daughter who she loved and adored very much. One night she came home from a very bad day at work. Tired. There's Michael Allen, we're going to show something. Tired, full of emotional tension, and with a terrible headache. She wanted peace and quiet, but her daughter was singing and jumping happily. The daughter was unaware of how her mom was feeling. She was in her own world, in her own little singing dream. She felt so wonderful, and she was jumping and singing louder and louder and expressing her joy and love. She was singing so loud that it made her mother's headache worse. The mother lost control. Angrily, she looked at her beautiful little girl and said, "Shut up. You have the ugliest voice. Can you just shut up?" Migraining away. Been there. The truth is that the mother's tolerance for any noise was non-existent. It wasn't just the little girl's voice, but the daughter believed that what her mother said. And in that moment, she made an agreement with herself. She didn't even know it. Unconsciously, click. New agreement, click. And in that moment, she made an agreement. After that, she no longer sang because she believed her voice was ugly. And it would bother anyone that heard it. She became shy at school. especially when she was asked to sing. Then she always refused. Speaking became difficult for her. Everything in her life changed that little girl because of this new agreement. She believed she must repress herself and her emotions to be accepted and loved. The mom didn't mean that. Mom had a headache. Whenever we hear an opinion and believe it was me, and we believe it, we hear someone's opinion about anything, usually about ourselves. Whenever we hear someone's opinion and we believe it, I take it in, I believe it, I accept it, that's my new agreement. Click. I've just made a new agreement with myself to agree to whatever your opinion, whatever that opinion was. I have the same one now, agreement. Once it becomes an agreement, it becomes part of our belief system. This little grew up, and even though she had a beautiful voice, she never sang again. She developed a whole complex from this one spell. This isn't like a phony baloney story. This is what we do to each other. We do it to our children quickly. We do it in our families. We do it in our brothers. We do it to our sisters. We do it to our wives. We do it to our workmates. We do it to random people. We don't even know what we're saying. And we move on. It's like Mr. Magoo. You've seen the cartoon, Mr. Magoo, where he's driving along and he's just driving along, and behind him is 1,000 accidents happening. Cars smashing up, trains running off the rail, all of that. He's driving up and down. He's so blind. He's driving. He thinks he's on the road and he's over on the merry-go-round rides and stuff. He's one of my favorite cartoons because he's so unaware. Well, that's what we are. We're unaware, typically, especially if you're living in the world. Roller coasters, I know it is. His car he always gets caught on a roller coaster somewhere. We leave our little crap words, we say something, and Mom didn't intend it. I didn't intend to hurt my friend's feeling. I didn't intend to blow my neighbor's relationship up with my neighbor. Oblivious, that's it, Wazzy. I didn't intend it. But I have the power to do it, and I did it. She developed the spell was cast on her by her own mother, the one who loved her the most in the whole world. Let me ask you guys a question. Honest question. Do you think I've ever cast spells on Brock that I shouldn't have? I want an honest answer. And I'm talking about me. I'm not asking about you. Do you think I ever have? Derek, I have. I have. Especially I was a young dad, didn't know how to do it. Casted all kinds of spells on him. There's only a couple of spells I cast on him today. I mean it. It's a spell of acceptance. Just accept him. Because banging your head against changing somebody or making them be like you or what you expect, that's not love. That's love in the image I have. Which means I love me and my ideas. So I just have to have two agreements relative to him. Accept, no matter what. Period. And two, don't say anything negative. I have a list of things. If I felt like being Mr. Negative, I could sit down and write a huge list. Would they help build a bridge? Would they help build the guy? Would they help build him to the next place he needs to go to launch to his next level? Would any one of those words that I would use take him to the next level? Nope, not one. So, because I know the power of my words. I've watched the power of my words on my own little creation. I was so powerful, I knew when I was powerful, and I could beat him down with my words. If I wanted to, I could make my wife cry with my words. So yeah, I've seen the power of negative magic. And I'm forgiven. I am completely forgiven because I'm not under those agreements anymore. I understand. I'm forgiven every day that I don't do it again. I'm forgiven every day that I forgive myself today. Herbie, we need to admit those things. We really do. It's easy to get better when you admit where you've been, how sick you are. This spell was cast on her by the person who loved her the most, her mother, his father. Mother didn't even notice what she had done with her words. Most of the time I didn't notice, but sometimes I actually even did. You guys know you do it too. Sometimes you know you're really hurting somebody and you keep driving, you keep drilling. And you're not doing it because you're trying to help them. It's making you feel good. That negative, creepy part of you, and you're just fertilizing the spot for more of it. And pretty soon I don't understand why I can't stop. Because that's all you're fertile for right now. That's all you're fertile for. The mother didn't know the power of her word, and therefore she isn't to blame. That's where I go for my parents. This is one of my favorite chapters, concepts in this whole book and in all my healing. My parents did not understand any of these concepts. They never were taught them. They never took the time to read them. My mom was more worried about hand sewing us clothes for school so we could be the goofballs that were wearing homemade clothes, but we couldn't afford anything else. And my dad was too worried about getting up on a ladder and climbing on roofs and building homes and hanging his ass out there so he could bring home a paycheck to feed 6 starving little chickadees. And he didn't have the emotional fortitude to step out of whatever that creepy manhood concepts that he had and hug a baby. And he was also raised in a completely different environment. The 30s, the 40s, the 50s. Masculinity, everything was a different concept then. Did I, as a 12-year-old not getting hugged, understand that? No. So I became like the little girl. I'm not getting hugged because I'm not worthy. By the time I'm 30, I was like, no, I understand, Dad. I understand. I'm 12 expecting you to do something you do not have the capacity to do. It isn't in your bones. It's not in your nature. I forgive. The minute I understand my parents didn't do one thing to hurt me on purpose. And the minute I understand at the end of the day, they still had 6 wonderful kids that came out pretty high achievers. They still did a pretty good job. One just is a little crazier than the other 5. Okay. And they had to deal with him. They had to deal with me a little different. My parents are not to blame. My ex-wife is not to blame. My ex-choices aren't to blame. You know what my ex-choices came from? These programs that aren't to blame. It's like bad info in, you're going to do bad info out. Bad info in, bad acts out. Good info in. Now I'm going to be responsible for good infos out. My parents didn't know what they were doing. They just misused their word. How many of us are going to forgive our parents for misusing their word? It's a great place to start. And I mean that. Just understand that it wasn't about the... They did the best they could with what they had. If I give them that, I can move on to my new agreements. That's already my agreement. It's already my agreement. And I don't care. There was stuff. I could reach back and come up with a couple. Oh, I'll get PTSD on this one. No. Dad, you're okay. You didn't get there. You didn't get where I'm getting with my son. But you had 6 of them. So we'll continue this a little bit next week, huh? Be a parent. Remember what you're doing when you parent. Remember what you're doing when you relate in your relationships. It's all you. You're the one 100% responsible for the condition of the relationship. First of all, you trained them how to treat you. You've already trained them how to treat you. So they're treating you exactly how you trained them. But Pops, can I retrain them? Yes. How? Well, you don't go in and say, okay, everybody, we're going to have a family meeting starting now. You can't treat me like this, and I can't treat you like that. And we're going to start. That's not going to be very effective. The best way to do it is go in somewhere and out of the power of your word, promote pure goodness and kindness. Go give the biggest compliment. You're going to walk by, you're going to see a bed unmade, and you're going to get pissed and go, man, I know he was supposed to. So for my dad, he saw an unmade bed. I got kicked off the football team because I didn't make my bed. A different dad might walk by and go, didn't make his bed again. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell him, you are an incredible son. You have so many skills and so many talents. I'd really love to see you run on in there and make that bed. And I still get the bed made. It's how we treat people. Let's do I wanted to show this video. It's a huge difference, Jakob. And you're getting the job done. And you're making the feel, because really that's what you want. You don't want to beat up the kid because he didn't make the bed. You just want the bed made. There's a better way to get the bed made and have a healthy relationship. This is a great concept, right, you guys? This is a good conversation. It's a good conversation because it's really, the roots are our parents. And how much we hold against them. And how much there's nothing we can do to change any of the things that they did. So let it go. Start with a new, fresh set of agreements. I personally don't like many of the agreements I got from my parents. I don't. Most of it was filled with gossip, fear, envy. That's what they learned. So they taught it. I don't want that. I'm teaching myself all kinds of new stuff. And then I get so full of it, I want to serve it. Pops is full of it. You guys know Pops, he's full of it. Very quickly, let me show you guys this video while we do a 7-gram giveaway. Michael Patterson, I thank you. You're one of my very good friends here. Thank you always. Let me show you this. Okay? We were talking about geniuses. We showed a guy that was doing some genius work. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really do mean that. And I know we all have such backstories, and they're so filled with pain. They really are. We have a lot of pain in our backstories. Every one of us. That's why it's like pain is it's a very natural human condition. Look how far we can rise above it, though. We can actually take those stories now, like you are, and we can use those stories to do what? Serve each other. Serve. I tell you guys these stories about me and my poor parenting, not because I want you to think like, God, he's a bad parent, or, oh, he's changed so much. I tell you these stories because I want to serve you. I want to show you that we can do it different. When you share these things here together with the transparency and the openness that you guys do, you're serving each other. I've got goosebumps right now. I'm not even joking. You're literally serving each other. But guess who you're really serving first? You're getting the bile out. Bye-bye, bile. Blah. It's out. It has no power over you. None of that crap. It's now the power that it has is to heal other people, to serve other people with that experience, with those expressions. Don't go down this road. I did it. You get to stand there at the fork in their road and serve them your experience. You don't get to tell them where to go. You just get to tell them what you did, how it worked out. I went that way. Not a good one. I just came back from that one. That was a really good one. And if they choose to go down that one, you'll probably see them soon. They're coming back. You'll be back. Hey, I shouldn't have gone down there. I told you so. Don't do I told you so's either. I was about to say that one. Don't do I told you so's. They already told themselves so about 8 times before they told you, so you could say I told you so. Does that make sense? Every I told you so already told themselves so 100 times before they told you, so you could tell them I told you so. You're not helping. Not with that. Watch what I told you so's. Because that's really one of the reasons they don't come and tell you in the first place, because they don't want to hear I told you so. Okay, that's right, Neffy. Michael Allen, let's do this. Herbie, no. Herbie, thank you for asking. I'm gonna take a pass on that because I'm gonna try to get my harvests complete for the weekend. Thank you. I should have mentioned that. Okay, here we go. This I'm really, 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 really super duper 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 super duper, and I mean it. These are the things that please me so much, is to see people's myco journeys, right? And Michael Allen was, I mean, he's a fledgling. He barely understood what liquid culture was less than a year ago. And look what this man's doing. He's building a lab in his basement. Oh, geez. So not going to show. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm proud of this, and I just wanted everybody that gets a chance to take a quick look at it. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Update. Okay, all the walls are studded up. I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview here. Everything is down. It is screwed together. Here you're waiting for plastic. I decided against going with plastic on the outside. I'm doing plastic on the inside.
Look how I'm smiling. This is so cool.
My doorway's a little
This
wider
is
than I
commitment.
wanted
This is
originally.
passion.
I like it a little wider, getting a little room.
He's a shroom phile.
Nailed down. I got the linoleum stretching out for the floor. I gotta cut the plastic and nail
Aren't you
that
guys proud
tomorrow.
of him?
So that's gonna be up tomorrow. And the linoleum will be down tomorrow. And I gotta do some work on my fan filter unit because I want to put a different plate to work on at the same time as mounting it because it's being flipped over, so the fan's not on top, the fan's
Right,
on the bottom now.
Michael?
And it's gonna be sucking from the bottom, like the floor area up.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's better airflow to have air going in a circle from the top to bottom. I don't know. Just my thought. It'll be a little quieter. I can wrap some.
Aren't you guys proud of him? I'm so proud when I see videos like people working like this. He's got to hustle all this down to his basement, do all of this framing and drywalling and
Everything's trim or true. It's not level, but it's true because you can't go level to a building like this. Nothing is straight. Nothing is true and plumb. So it's not square, but it's true. It's not plumb, but it's true. Everything is as close as I can get to square and a couple gaps here and there, but
he's going to be putting plastic over both the outside and the inside walls.
I got to put some sort of a nailer up here on the sheetrock just to stiffen this up, but the bottom is secure all the way around. When I cut the framing out for the door here, I forgot to nail the top. But I'll do that right now. Anyways, that's how things are going in the lab. Condition looking good. Got a lot of room going up. Update. Okay, all the walls are studded up.
Oh no. Congratulations, Michael. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Doing a really good job. I have an address of yours, and you're going to get a small supplement package here in the next few days to keep your energy level up. Okay? Nice work. So I'm making myself a note to supplement you just a little bit over there in your process. Michael Allen needs a little bit. He doesn't need it. He's done fine without it. But give me 5 people that think we could supplement him just a little bit. Should we do that? Huh? Give me 5 people that say, let's supplement Michael Allen in his building his lab in his basement. Huh? Let's pop him a supplementary something. Okay? And give me a number between 1 and 50. A number between 1 and 50, I'm going to send somebody 7 grams of Ghost. Supplemental Ghost. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Give everybody a chance to answer. Okay? Numbers 1 and 50. You can put up to 3 numbers on your line at one time. Okay? And then wait a few, and then maybe ask, oh, Jakob, kill the game. Jakob, are you in the United States? And are you over 18? Jakob, are you in the United States? And are you over 14? You're the first 45, and that's a 45 right there. Jakob, are you in the United States? And are you over 14? Okay, Jakob says yes, and yes. Jakob, please send your address to the DetroitMushLab.net. That's a website. Scroll to the bottom of it. There's an email there. Hit the email and send me your address, and I'll send you that supplemental supplement pack. Okay? You know what? I think we're going to do one more. Let's do one more, just to kill the week. Let's kill the week. Give me one more. Give me another number between 1 and 50 for a 7-pack. Go. Give me a number between 1 and 50 for a 7-pack. Go. Everybody can put 3 on a line. Sarah just got it. Sarah said 9. 9 it is, Sarah. Sarah. That's freaking me out, okay? That's Sarah's my favorite line. Sarah and Jakob are both going to get a 7-pack, okay? Would you guys please go have a wonderful weekend? I was going to do a reading tomorrow, but I'm spending time finalizing harvest and drying and curing, and it's a very, very busy weekend, actually, which is a good thing. Woo! We're getting there. You guys practice, okay? Practice. You have little creatures living in your house, your kids, practice on them. You have like a significant other maybe living somewhere close by, practice on that person too. You have parents, practice on your parents. You know, you could really practice on being like, just without being an ass kisser, practice on your boss. Your boss is going, wait, who are you and what'd you do with Johnny? Right? And you're going to, no, you don't understand, boss. I'm not going to gossip about you anymore at lunch. You don't understand. Between bites of bologna sandwiches from now on, I'm just going to say really nice stuff. I'm going to stop talking about what a shitty company I work for. I'm not going to do that anymore, boss. Don't tell him that. Just don't do it. Okay? Go have a wonderful day. Watch what you say. Everything that you do and everything that you say, but mostly what you say, has power. You're a walking magician. And you have the power to change everything and everyone around you. Starting with you. Have a great weekend. Sandy's offering free swabs or an Aztec bar sample with the purchase of LC over the site. So you go there, you buy a liquid culture, you'll get a free Aztec bar sample or a free swab. Okay, I wish I'd have mentioned that sooner, Sandy. I'm sorry. Shine, 5280 all day. Deborah, D. Anderson, have a great weekend. I'll be thinking of you. Cat Meowzilla. Sarah, do I have enough? You can send it to Joe. Sarah. Yes. Send me whoever's address you want me to send it to, Sarah. Sarah, send me whoever's address. Nerd Nature, Brian C., Sue Littlemeyer, Jesus Christ, Sid Honor, Clean Grow, TKK. There's TKK, that's nice. Michael Patterson, Keo Mastiff, thank you. D. Anderson, Sandman, Molly's Gardening, Herbie, Sarah Bear, Michael Allen, great job, Michael. Shine, Tiffany, I love you. Mushroom Farmers Guild, good job. Jesus Christ, Sandy, I love you. Have a great weekend. Herbie and Toucan, there you are, Tukey. King, and the Waz, a little bologna hot dog joke every day. Sarah Bear, Sarah, Jesus Christ, Page, King Metro, Pilar, P. Hendricks, Jimmy all the way to the max. Pow! Hey, Pops, peace, love, practice, being impeccable, not taking things personal, not having expectations, and doing your very, very best till you go to sleep.